You'll notice that sadly I'm sitting in John's chair, and sadly John won't be sitting in John's chair anymore because he has moved on. And he moved on, as you know. Kimberly was left a while ago due to personal reasons, and John has left, and we're going to respect their privacy. We won't be telling y'all why they left, but John is not here. Kimberly's not here anymore, and so our media team is shrunk quite a bit, and I'm back to director role, which is fine. I did it for years, and I don't mind stepping back into that role. But there's going to be a very, very, very significant change, and that change is we're going to daily vlog styles versus weekly episodes. So if you want more content, you're going to get way more content because every day we're filming, editing, and releasing same day. So the cutoff for filming is going to be about 4 o'clock. So if something interesting happens after that, it's going to have to be in the next episode. But we're going to give this a good try. Let us know thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. Let us know how you like it. We're just wanting to be as transparent and open as possible with everyone. And there's so much that happens here, we can't possibly edit it all down into one episode a week. So 1 episode a day. And the members are still going to get extra special things. Dustin has that perspective that's not going to go in the daily episodes. So keep an eye out and become a member if you're not one of those yet. But we're gonna give this daily episode thing a try. And news stations across the nation do it. They film news all day long. They have it all in by the 5 o'clock news. So I know we can do it. Haley and Macy are absolutely amazing workers, and they're so passionate about not only Horse Plus but all the animals in our care here. And they're such good filmographers and editors. I know it's going to work out. So back to work.
Seasons come and seasons go, and we're really going to miss John, and we've really missed Kimberly. But we wish them the very best in their life and their journey, and we treasure the times that we had them here. Of course, John's going to go forever down in the history books as a chicken man, and we're definitely going to miss that. But we have great things coming. Our media team is smaller now. So Haley and Macy will be filming. Justin will have the members videos. There will be a lot of things in the members videos that we don't have the ability to film. If there's one filmer and one editor each day, that one filmer might be able to be filming these adoptions, and there's a whole bunch going on in the vet room. So the members video will feature one of those, but we'll try to let you know in these episodes, like, hey, if you want to watch that, be sure to become a member. And it's important to remember that when you become a member, it's donating $10 a month to help the work that you see happen here. So it's a great way to support our organization and for you to make a monthly gift. So yeah, lots going on here. There's still a ton of projects that we're building on, and quarantine expansion and all these things. So Jason is going to have to divide his time well, because he's also very much in construction, but the education center is so close to being done. Today, we actually have our first education happening in the education center. And I'd kind of gotten set up in my office. That's where the education is happening, because the last 2 classes that have been held here have been actually in our surgery room. So they are in my office, and it's working well. There's 4 students and an instructor, I think, and they're going over how to properly operate and manage an animal shelter. So Chandra's in it, and she says she's learning a lot. So it's amazing to be, a facility that can help animals but also educate.
With everything that's been going on in the media team and John leaving, we're not going to be able to release all the footage we shot last week as a full episode, but we wanted to get you the absolute highlights of last week. And again, from this point going forward, you're going to be able to see what happens at the shelter every day. It's going to be filmed, edited, and released all on the same day, just like the Almost Live. So it's going to be really exciting. You're going to be able to keep up with what's happening almost in real time.
All right, so today is Monday, and we are down. Dr. Lydia, she's on vacation, and a few other critical people are not here this week because they're also on vacation. So we're just trying to keep busy. We had to get some paperwork ready for Truffles, the pig. She is going to Kentucky sometime this week, and they do require extra things for her to go to that state. So I'm getting all that paperwork in. And then we have to recheck a few of our surgery patients from last week that had castrations or spays, and then some boosters and things like that. So we're just going to try and get done as much as we can and do the record keeping and all that stuff so we can keep busy. Hey, so we are outside of Sapphire stall. You can see her in the background. 2 weeks ago, we had her in to do her hydrotherapy, and she had a seizure-like episode where she was going between tense and relaxed muscle movements, and if she was not in the stock, she would have fallen to her left on Emily, who was doing her hydrotherapy. So we thought maybe it was a one and done kind of event and kind of monitor her and see how she's doing, because she was pretty stable since then. And just now, Dakota, one of our lovely stable hands, was doing her stall and noticed that she had just walked out and dropped without any kind of warning or signal. And Emily also saw it and said that she looked like she wanted to get up, but she could just raise her head. And so it sounded like she was having another kind of seizure-like episode. So neurologic disease can be caused by many different things in horses, and it's quite a workup, but we're going to do the best we can. We are worried about like EPM you saw in Matthias, so that's on our list, and some other things like equine herpes virus, but I hope it's not that. So we're going to take some blood samples and some nasal swabs and send those off to the lab and see if we can start getting the ball rolling on trying to diagnose where this is coming from. All right, so I talked with management about our concerns with Sapphire, and they agreed that we should go on and send off testing just to kind of make sure it's nothing that we really need to be concerned about as far as like communicable to other horses versus just something we have to deal with for Sapphire. So we did 2 different types of blood samples and 2 different nasal swabs. So we're going to send these off to see plus or minus if she has EHV1, which is equine herpes virus 1, West Nile virus, or EPM. This will test serum for that, and then go from there. Hopefully these are all negative, but then that kind of leads us down another path of like what is going on with Sapphire. But this is our first step in finding out, or going through that diagnostic tree of trying to find out where her neurological symptoms are coming from.
So we have Truffles going out today to Kentucky. She has found her forever home, which we are so excited about. Right now they're getting ready to load her, and I heard it's going to take a couple of guys to get her on the truck. But again, we're just so excited that she's able to find her forever home.
Go back.
Jordan, you want to put an apple in there? Maybe she'll go for it.
Smell it? Smell it? Smell it? Smell it?
It's okay. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. I promise. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. It's okay. Calm down. It'll be okay. There we go. Yeah.
Lay down.
She puts a weight down.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry.
She said, I want my salad. My God. She won't jump out.
There we go.
She can't get out of that. Once you get baby.
We finally got Truffles loaded and got her some breakfast, and she's on her way to Kentucky. Very, very, very excited. At 2 o'clock, we're looking forward to a possible horse adoption. We have Emily pulling a couple of horses to see if they're the right fit, and hopefully they are, and one of them will find their forever home.
Hi. Schmoop all over him.
Hi.
And how old is he?
He's about a year and a half. The dark one, that is Maribel. She's our pregnant lady. That's Zora. Dutton's back there, and then there's Barney.
First pick out of all of them. Yeah, he's super, super cute.
So the adopter is interested in Dutton, so right now she is in the training barn with him, trying to get a feel for him and trying to put her hands on him.
Zora's attacking her. Hi, Stinky.
You're definitely not food motivated. Can I pass my nose again? Good boy. Good boy. She's become closer friends. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy.
He's the type of project that she's the type of project that I like because he has that mannerism. And so once you teach him, like he doesn't know what love is. So once you love on him, I think he's gonna be just a ham.
So are we adopting Dutton today?
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah, we are.
Oh.
Okay.
So who did we decide on?
Dutton. There we go.
So my name is Paulette. I came to Horse Plus to find our new family member. Here I found Dutton, a 3-year-old quarter horse that we're so excited to bring home today. Well, with Dutton being unhandled, it was nice to be able to have the opportunity to take my time to make sure it was a good connection and be able to work with him so not to upset him any further or stress him out, and to be able to get his lead rope on him and his halter to be able to take him home.
Yeah, good boy. Hey, it's not so scary. Good boy. Oh, look at you.
Good boy.
Oh my.
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here you go.
All right, so the adopters just left. They took home Dutton, and we are so happy for them, and we're excited to see updates on his training journey.
All right, so we are about to split up into 2 teams. 3 little puppies are here that Emily is going to go take care of, and then Caitlin and I are going to go up and look at Winston. He was our castration early in the week last week, and we have reports that he looks a little swollen today, so we're going to go check him out and make sure he's okay. Your poor rain rot. Oh, Nugget. Yeah. All right.
Your nuggets are bigger than nuggets.
Yeah. Poor buddy. Oh, I forgot my stethoscope. I'm on it today. I'm sorry, Nugget. That looks like it does not feel very good. But you're standing here like a big old gentleman. I'm sorry, Nugget. I'm sorry. Okay. I guess I better quit stalling. I wish your pulse would stop so I can make sure I'm in the right thing. All right, Nugget. I know, you probably do get poked a lot.
Nugget, you're so good for cookies.
So it had to be tested a lot for the racetrack, I'm sure. Make sure he didn't have enhancements.
Drugs.
Yeah. I just gave him 10 mLs or 10 cc's of IV Banamine. It's a NSAID, so it's supposed to help with the pain. It should last 24 hours. He had a gram powder over the weekend in his food, and that was done today. His last dose of that was yesterday, so he's pretty swollen. So just wanted to give him some good pain management. Yeah, hopefully he'll move around a lot more if his pain is controlled, if that's what's causing him to not move around a whole lot, and that'll break those clots loose. Otherwise, we can cold hose him, and then last resort would be to relay him out under anesthesia and open those back up. I'm hoping we don't have to do that, but if that's what's best for him and that's the only treatment left we have to do, then that's what we'll do.
I'm gonna have him drop him right here. Because you can't get him over there, it's too muddy.
Hi, it's Chandra here, shelter manager. Just wanted to let you know that we just had a truck arrive and we just got generously donated 2 pallets of gloves to use here at Plus Humane Society. So we are quite excited here. They will also be used for our veterinary team, medical staff, shelter staff, etc. And they'll be put to good use, and we may also share some with our local fire department to help the guys out. So we've got plenty of gloves here to help out everyone. And thank you so much to our anonymous donor for our contribution to Plus Humane Society.
As our day is winding down, we do have one more adoption, and that adoption is for Sprinkles. We are very excited that Sprinkles will find her forever home, and as of right now, we're just waiting on the adopter to show up.
She's not gonna get any bigger either.
Mommy, I've always wanted a small dog, and we have big dogs.
Don't even finish thought of this before I touch her. Oh my gosh.
Touch her.
She's a little nervous.
What do you think, honey?
I know.
Sweet baby. What do you think?
Oh, I think
She likes you. Are you giving kisses?
She showed up. I was like, I've never seen an Aussie with a tail. It's like 3/4 of her tail. Very small.
Is that what she looked like whenever she first came in?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
She did really well for the bath we got her too.
So my name is Rachel, and I've been following y'all's journey on Facebook, and I seen where y'all got all these rescues in. So I've been watching y'all and looking for the ones that y'all have posted, and I fell in love with a different one originally, but he found his home, and I think it was just meant to be because now Sprinkles found her home.
Awesome.
All right, so over here in Bob Barker Education Center.
What is today?
23rd.
We've got education happening. Right now they're filling out some paperwork. And, but yeah, this is first education in the Bob Barker Education Center. So.
Hey, we are pleased to be the first.
Yeah.
So we're here today. We're talking about the comprehensive animal management training with the Animal Control and Care Academy. We have our first students in the new education center. It is definitely going to be an outstanding facility, although we're in one of the offices today. We're going to be in the larger training room next year when we schedule some new training. So really excited to be here. And everybody is currently filling out our paperwork for Plus Humane Society to make sure we're all good little student attendees. Having a great time.
Awesome, thank you. And this is the main conference hall that he was talking about. It's still got some construction debris and some random stuff in here, but it's almost done. And like he was saying, if it was in here, I would say that they'd be a little bit dwarfed. Like you'd have 5 people hiding in a corner somewhere. So it's a perfect size office where they're at.
Since there's training going on next door, which is technically my office, I am in Angela's future office. I put up this big old mural, which it is kind of pilling on the side, so I'm not very happy about that. But I'm getting ready to release a video I recorded earlier with our vets, trying to help raise money to rescue animals. It's always a big deal, and I am the fundraiser. So a lot falls on my shoulders to get this done, but I'm going to be premiering this video and then also putting it on Facebook. And then I'm going to email it out to our email list. So hopefully that helps bring in some donations. And then I have been also tasked with making an intro for Horse Plus Happenings. I think that's what we're going to call the daily episode. I could be wrong. John is a very creative person when it comes to creating stuff. I'm going to give it my best shot. So we'll see how it goes. But those are just a few of the things I'm working on today.
So on September 5th, me and Dr. Gina were doing some hydrotherapy on Sapphire's legs. We're doing our usual routine where, we bring her in, we give her some treats, and we slowly introduce her to the hose because she is still young and a bit finicky about it. And I had gone and I had done her left side, went over to her right, and came back to her left. And Dr. Gina was giving her treats. She gave her some hay. And as she was eating, she kind of turned and slowly turned her neck around to the left side to see me. And then as soon as she turned her head back, she just started like shaking and rattling. All 4 of her feet had splayed out. And if the stocks hadn't been there, she would have fallen over. And I ran to Angela and I got the Zoom camera footage and we reviewed it, and we're like, we think she had a neurologic episode of some sort, like maybe a seizure. So we monitored her, we stood there with her for a few, and once we were like, okay, she's safe, we put her back out in her stall and let her be. Shortly after reviewing the footage multiple times, I realized that her slow neck turn was not like her at all. Usually when she turns to look at you, it's like a real quick, ooh, what are you doing? Versus it was very slow. Like if it could have sounded like a creaky door hinge, that's what her neck would have sounded like as she looked at me. It was that slow. And since then, she hasn't been the same horse. She's kind of been a bit more moody, not quite as friendly as she used to be. And then she had another episode last Tuesday. I was walking up with a younger horse to bring him up for an adoption appointment. And I turned my head and, Sapphire whinnied and she was walking out into her little turnout space that she has. And so I didn't think anything of it. I turned my attention back to the horse that I had in my control because he had stopped walking. And as soon as I turned my head, I just heard this very loud just thud. And I turned my head back real quick and she's laying flat out. She had fallen onto her right side and she was trying to pick her head up and she couldn't. She was groaning, and at first I didn't hear any noise. I thought she had passed, like just dropped. But upon further, I saw her picking her head up and trying to get up and groaning, and that's when I was trying to get Dr. Gina, but the horse I had wouldn't move, so I yelled for Dakota and told him to go get her because Sapphire was having another moment. But as soon as Dr. Gina got here, Sapphire had gotten up and was able to move around, and we chalked it up to she had most likely had another episode.
So we are here with Sapphire to give you guys an update on her. On 9/5, she had a neurologic event when she was in the stocks getting her hydrotherapy. We were concerned that it might have been a seizure. So we looked at her really well that day, and she seemed to have recovered well. It was only a few seconds, and then so we just thought we would monitor her and see how she was doing. And then last week on 9/16, she had another event out here on the other side. She had just walked off the cement pad and just completely fell. She had no weight, she had no reserves, no caution. She just fell flat out. And then she was groaning in left lateral and rhythmically trying to raise her head, but she couldn't get up for a few seconds afterwards. Emily saw it and Dakota, and they ran and got me, and I came out. By the time I came out, she was standing. She was a little sweaty, but other than that, she seemed to have recovered fine. So there are a few things for equine neurologic conditions that we worry about as communicable, like equine herpes virus 1, things like that. So we took 2 nasal swabs and 2 different types of blood samples and a purple top and a red top and sent those off. And we got EHV1 results back. Those are negative, so she doesn't have that kind of contagious equine herpes virus that causes neurologic symptoms. But the other parts of that panel are still pending. So we are very concerned about Sapphire and her quality of life. If she is going, and these 2 episodes were less than 2 weeks apart. So when you're worried about neurologic conditions, you kind of think about the frequency of them. If it was once a month, it would be something more treatable, probably, that we could control a little bit better with medications. But that close together and not knowing the actual root cause just yet is very concerning for her. We don't want her to fall
especially on concrete where she could have fractured part of her skull or another, like a leg or something like that. And we don't want her to fall and get stuck somewhere or fall on a person if she were to get adopted out. So we have a lot of high concerns about Sapphire's condition.
Her pneumonia, coughing symptoms improved, and her follow-up culture from initially she had really severe drug resistance, so the antibiotic courses improved things, but her lung sounds remain
pretty bad,
very bad. And she still does intermittently cough, and you can see her body condition. She lost a ton of weight. She's getting fed a lot, and she's not gaining that weight back. And then one of the other things our team is observing that's vague but also a concern is that we feel like we know Sapphire very well at this point. Our vet team has spent hundreds of hours with her, and she's spending a lot of time just kind of standing in a corner or just kind of staring into space instead of grazing or interacting, which is abnormal behavior for a horse. And those things are a concern, especially when we have really overt neurologic disease signs like seizure activity. So I'm not going to talk about how this makes us feel, but it's been really tough. We're very attached to this mare, and we fought really, really hard for her, and her legs are doing better, but she's really not trending in the right direction. And like Dr. Gina said, it's unfair to any animal to anticipate that they may have something happen that could be really, if she fell overnight, we don't have staff here overnight. So we're worried, and please keep Sapphire and our team in your thoughts and prayers.
Morning. How are you? Just got done scrubbing out one of the waters. Now I'm filling it back up. It's part of the weekly routine, hopefully. Trying to start it anyways. Horses seem to like it.
Is it time to eat? Is it time to eat this morning? On Tux? Yeah? Okay, I'll go get your food. Let's go get your food. Let's go. Come on.
Well, we were just trying to figure out, so I'll just make sure they. So, okay,
you ready? Let's go.
You're okay, kitten. Hi. He's doing a little like, oh, because his feet are wet.
So vet team is currently working on a bunch of spays and neuters. We are working on the neuters first just because it takes about 15-20 minutes to do a neuter, and we have spay packs being sanitized at the moment. Those take about 45 minutes each, so we're prioritizing our neuters, and then we're going to go and move forward with our spays. Oh.
What are we doing right now with this little girl?
Right now, we are waiting on Dr. Lydia to draw up his TT Dex amount, and then he is going to get neutered. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. You don't like that word?
Find your forever home.
You don't like that word? I know. I'm sorry. They have to come off. You don't need them. No. Oh, you are? You're so cute. Your brother's cute too.
Yeah, so I have all of them for
I paused to check his teeth and I was like, oh.
I mean, honestly, that's great. We have them as medium puppies. Good job, Emily. Good catch. We have them down as mediums, but like I think they're gonna stay pretty small.
Yeah.
Hello. And you know, if it's not until tomorrow, no biggie.
The German Shepherd will have to stay another night.
Perfect.
I'll
Yeah.
just pick her up tomorrow, but.
You're right. Salivary. Super step. Enlarged. Oh, you're already feeling it, huh? Let me feel your bell bell. Yep. It's ready to shave. Heartburn test. Couple of deals too.
No, go for it. Okay. I really love doing surgery.
Sir, I need you to sit.
Should we do this baby before lunch or should we do it right after lunch?
I think you could probably get it done before lunch.
Do you want to do a small, easier size? Which one is she?
She's in the very last stall on the left-hand side in the intake barn. She's a small, tan-looking. Cute. Can you set her down? I want to palpate that abdomen.
Oh, come here.
You're a good girl. Hi, honey. Oh, I think she might be pregnant.
Ma'am. Is Lou her and Lou were brought in together, so.
Let's put the ultrasound probe on here.
Okay.
Ma'am.
This dog feels possibly pregnant. I think she's older than she's reported to be. I don't think she's old.
I can't see.
I just don't think she's a tiny puppy.
She's probably like 10 months.
I mean, they go through their first heat cycle around 5 months, so.
Yeah. She's probably like 10 months to a year. All her teeth are pearly white and her molars are kind of.
All right, Mama.
Here, let's give you a thick blanket to lay on.
Thank you, Dr. Gina. So if we can lie her down, she can be in lateral or on her back.
You're a little nervous. It's okay.
You're okay, big girl. Good girl. Caitlin, can you hold this?
Weird.
You're a good girl. You're okay.
It's okay. I know it's a little chilly. You're okay. Go.
There's sweets in the way.
Do you want the light off?
Is your GI tract all plicated right here?
It's still taking a dumb already, girl. You just to be true.
Yeah, I think we should. You're doing great, big girl. Everything I see is GI tract.
That should
What's that pocket?
It's just poor contact.
Okay.
So I would say based on this, if she is pregnant, she's pretty early on. And I'm okay going ahead and spaying her. Wouldn't hurt to take a quick rad, but I don't see.
Okay.
Okay, you got her face? Good girl. Not a poke. Good girl. 11, 17. Did we check for a microchip? I'll go grab the scanner.
I also haven't listened to her.
Okay.
I think our vet scanner is in the tote.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, not microchipped. I will cross off vaccines. Is this her heartworm test? You guys are so on top of things. Let me grab a microchip. Ooh, oh, you guys, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. I was like, why is her skin all moist over here? Because I just covered her in ultrasound gel. Wow.
It's a Monday.
See, this is what the linea is supposed to look like. You're like, there it is.
Yeah.
And there are so many animals where you're like, what's happening? Where are you? I didn't say surgery start time, but I started.
11:28.
Our current spay patient, Lee, we took a heartworm test on her. It checks for things other than heartworm. She did come back positive for Ehrlichia, but negative for heartworm, which is really, really good. Ehrlichia is just a tick-borne disease, but it's easy to fix, whereas heartworm is a little bit harder. We can fix Ehrlichia. So she's doing great for her surgery, and soon she'll be ready for adoption.
This little dog
they just have a truck that looks like
has an enlarged abdomen. So we ultrasounded her before we started her spay to make sure she wasn't pregnant. We did not see any signs of pregnancy, and now that I have her reproductive tract in hand, I can confidently say that that was a correct assessment. She had a little bit of maybe a hematoma in her GI tract. Her GI tract is just thick and abnormal. So just keeping a really close eye on her. I'm just removing reproductive tract, so the GI tract is not my primary concern right now, but I am going to take a look around her abdomen to make sure I'm not missing anything. Could just be GI parasitism. She's really loaded in fleas. But the tick-borne disease that she tested positive for, Ehrlichia, can affect clotting times, so I'm being really extra careful with my ligatures and just making sure everything's tied off really well. I'm always extra careful with my ligatures. Who are we kidding? But she's doing great. She's handling anesthesia really well. We haven't had any bleeding or complications. There's evidence of a lot of vascular enlargement and inflammation kind of throughout the GI tract, which could be from any number of things. Usually it's parasitic, kind of like parasitic until proven otherwise. And she was crawling with fleas. Here we go. Okay.
She all good?
She is good to go.
The dancer, when they were in that pressure, they were in the other one. People put a hay bale out, and dancer blew through between the tractor and the fence. So he was like, all right, you're in this pressure now.
Okay, it is exactly 12 o'clock. Let's eat lunch.
This one's waking up. Hi. This one's still asleep, and this Lee right here, she still has to wake up. I know, sweetheart.
Really excited that we have 2 horse gentlers from the Navajo Reservation that have come here. Haley will be supervising this project of gentling horses, so we'll have trainers coming in on a rotating basis from the Navajo Nation. So we have 2 trainers because they're a couple. So if they're a couple, we're going to have them come in together. If it's an individual, they'll come in individually. So she's giving them a tour and going to be getting them lined up with horses. And I'm really excited about this project. I feel like it's going to really help a lot more horses find homes.
How's lunch going today? Okay, excellent. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, we're doing a lot more casual daily vlog style videos, so we're going to have all kinds of cool stuff like lunches and, you know, zoom in on Keith. What's he eating? Oh, he's eating healthy today. Cool. Good for Keith. All righty.
Lettuce wraps.
Oh, delicious. Ooh, treats.
Oh, I always love these.
People treats?
People treats.
People treats. There's Jason here?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have a box.
You want me to put it in there?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
And that's kind of how it always is. There's stuff happening everywhere all the time, right, Chandra?
Yes, always something great happening on Horse Plus.
Everyone's got the afternoon blues, but Dakota's out here power sweeping the vet barn. Well, the intake barn, not the vet barn, the intake barn. And you can keep going, keep sweeping, yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Absolutely. And I wonder if we have any dogs. Oh, look at that beautiful dog. Hey, doggy. Hello. Scratching a tattoo.
Yeah.
What happens if you scratch it?
The ink gets messed up.
Oh, okay.
You haven't messed it.
We're just eating. We're just finishing eating. All right.
So I just take one for today.
Meanwhile, Jordan's over here playing with the side-by-side. What in the world are you doing with this thing, Jordan?
I'm putting it back together. The seat's up so the vets can usually go up, check quarantine.
Are they sending horses out at quarantine today?
I believe so. I'm not sure when. I think they're going to go look at everybody, do some rechecks.
Oh, sweet.
And then,
All right.
work on that later.
Oh, that sounds great. Cool. What's going on, Dr. Lydia?
You need a big pile of dog crap.
Well, let's see. Nope, I don't
have-
need that one.
I have 3 options for you. This one dog pooped quite a few places, so this is why we don't prep dogs in our surgery room, because thankfully this is just in our prep room, not our surgery room. Go get rescue wipes.
And who knew veterinarians were qualified to do this, right?
Well, I'm also a mom, so.
Oh, well, there you go. That does it.
I know.
And she found more.
Oh yeah, like lots of it.
Oh.
Yes, there's stinky. Somebody move
It
that.
does stink in here. Some of our vet assistants came in, turned up their nose, and walked back out. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we concur, but we also don't want it to keep smelling like this. Yeah. So.
Thank goodness no smell-o-vision.
What was the name of this horse again? Dustin. All right, Dustin. He's coming into the round pen. Shane and Amber are going to get a tutorial on how we normally do things.
I'll give it a good try.
So here you go, Evan.
Xander needs a recheck on his CBC chemistry. He had some abnormal kidney and liver values that were just kind of marginal. So we gave it 2 weeks, and I'm going to go hopefully be able to catch him and pull a blood sample. And we're going to run that in-house, so we'll have results in about 10 minutes after we get that blood sample. And then this mare is getting tested for Cushing's disease. She's overweight, and we need to take radiographs of her feet and her carpus, but we're also going to test her for Cushing's disease because it's frequently seen in overweight animals.
Yeah, her back goes whoop, it hits the ground.
Yes. Oh, I have done.
So Dr. Lydia is trying to catch the chestnut horse in the pasture.
Yes, good boy. Well, there's 3 chestnuts.
There's 3 chestnut horses, so.
I need the one with the 3 socks. You want some cookies? Yeah, I have some.
She's trying to catch the one behind her over there. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well.
You have a dog named Baby Girl and a horse named Baby Girl.
All right, Dr. Lydia is saying that's the horse's name is Baby Girl. We have a dog named Baby Girl and a horse named Baby Girl. And her goal here is to get a blood sample, like she was just explaining. So get the halter on the horse, make it safe for everybody. Excellent work. All Alright, getting ready to do the poke. Oh, maybe she's bringing him out of the pasture. Let's see here. Getting ready to get the poke, get the blood. And that's it. Horse is like, well, that wasn't that fun. And now Dustin has a saddle on. And is Dustin trained to ride? First evaluation. Oh, good deal.
But he's had a lot of things done to him and has been a perfect gentleman for everything.
Dr. Lady says he's had a lot of stuff done to him. Perfect gentleman for everything. All right, he just got off the airplane at 2 o'clock this morning. Got down to Horse Plus about noon. And now he's getting on. So Dustin just wants to be in the camera. That's what Dustin's doing.
Trying to get all the camera time. Walk right into it.
So this is the first ride for Dustin here. First initial evaluation for riding. And I think this is great. Dustin was rescued from the July buyout. And look at this. This horse is doing amazing. Really, really cool. And this is why we rescue from the buyout. Even though a lot of the horses we can't save, horses like Dustin make it all worth it. Do you remember how old Dustin is, Haley? 14 or 16 years old, so still got a lot of good life left on Dustin. What do you think, Shane? Good. We got good out of him. That's cool. All right, let's go see what the vets are doing. So this is what the machine looks like when it's doing its process. This was Xander. We're just out in the pasture getting his blood, Dr. Lydia was. And now that blood is getting processed and scanned and see what's going on in there. And there goes Dustin on a nice little trail ride around the shelter. That's really awesome. That's going to find him a home, no doubt about it. Lily is the next one into the round pen. Great thing about having multiple horse handlers is be working multiple horses at once.
Magnus. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Figuring out which horses are in which pens.
Yep, we're gonna run the quarantine horses down into general population today, so we gotta look at who's where.
P11 can hold horses. It just has a trough.
Trough. Okay, but it's available.
Yeah.
P5, I have Rusty, Journey, Floof, Sundance, Chance, Miri, and Ayla.
So how did Dustin do? He did good, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty calm.
That was some pretty fast training right there. I mean, wait, well, you just got on, and the horse is already trained to ride, but yeah. You really like seeing horses that are trained to ride.
Yes.
Like,
Dustin in particular he came in with quite a gnarly wound. The vets treated him, and he is ready to be adopted. But seeing a horse that I've watched the vets put so much time and effort into ride around like it's nothing is just crazy. He's amazing out of saddle, so we figured he would be good in saddle, but he's amazing. We're so excited for him. He's great. He's a really good boy. So adoptable.
And then this is going to be plus. Yeah. So this is just going to be Buzz.
And this is Lily again, and getting evaluated.
Lily's been evaluated.
She's being evaluated by Amber. And
Lily's our kid horse.
Lily's supposed to be kid friendly. So are they gonna just like get on these two horses and head out the gate? And
Yeah, we'll let them go.
just let 'em-
Right off the plane, you know.
All right, cool. Wow, this is great. This is so amazing. So Jordan has been out here cleaning our cat and dog bowls for a good hour. And we're just talking about ways to speed it up. And we've come to the conclusion that if we got a commercial dishwasher installed somewhere, he could just scrape, dump the excess out, stick them in there, turn it on, go do other useful things, come back, swap them if there's too many for one cycle. So if anyone knows of a commercial dishwasher that they would be willing to donate, that would be so amazing, and it would save Jordan so much time, and it would keep all of our cats, because we could throw in some disinfectant chemicals. Like, everything would just be amazing. So that is our next thing we would love to see happen here. Yeah, Jordan?
Yeah, I agree. I approve this message.
So this is our workflow now. Macy was filming all morning till about noon. She took lunch, and now she's editing what she filmed this morning. And I'm filming until 3:30ish, and hopefully she'll be caught up by then, at which case she'll be able to film from that point on. Haley over there is working on the footage we shot last week, and that's going to be in either this episode, which you will have already seen it, or it's going to be in tomorrow's episode, depending on how that workflow goes, but that's okay. And Justin over here is furiously working on...
I'm currently moderating and editing my members video, which you'll need to go subscribe to.
So you've got chicken now.
I do have the pork chicken. Funny story about this chicken. I actually gave this to John originally. I found it in the bottom of a burn barrel, I guess you call it, where they burn a whole bunch of trash and barrels. He's at the very bottom of it. Looks like he got a little burnt there, but I rescued him, and now he's mine.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What kind of projects you on, Angela?
Well, I'm dealing with a couple of things that are like,
Boring?
yeah, kind of boring. And then I have a project that I just had a meeting about a new software that we can use to help projects get done quicker. So I'm excited about that. And then I was just hunting Christy down, but she disappeared and I can't find her. And Portland hasn't had lunch. It's 2 o'clock. I feel so bad. Somehow I missed it. I had a meeting at 1. So she's on lunch, and we have a transfer of some dogs to another organization here. So just doing this same old stuff every day, right?
Sounds busy.
Yes, busy. It's always busy.
I am on a Zoom meeting. I'm muted. We're planning a red carpet for the Wild Horse Res Challenge, and it's very exciting that there'll be a fundraiser red carpet event for celebrities in LA. So doing the planning for it.
Obviously, a lot if we wanted to get involved in that, but I would imagine most people will be coming from the LA area, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Look at your poor fetlock, buddy. He don't care. I don't know. I don't know that that's normal.
He's like a boy.
And the horses are getting put away after being ridden and worked. Now we're going to go up. This is going to be exciting. We're going to move the horses out of quarantine. And can't wait to see them running down to the main adoptable area where they can get evaluated, gentle trained, ready for homes. This horse just literally will not leave Haley alone. Wherever she walks, he walks. She says he comes with an afro. Please adopt him. All right, going up to quarantine, get the horses out. We'll be running them down and getting them so that Shane and Amber can evaluate them, gentle them, and get them ready to adopt it. Putting panels together so that the horses can run straight through. Or something like that. I'm going to sit up here in the side-by-side and I'm going to see what they're doing, because I don't have a clue. Never been part of this process. For a very long time, we did it differently back then. The horse is like, nope, not today. See y'all. There they go, right where they belong. All right. It's nice having energetic young people that can run across the pasture. Blue Jeans and Bruno are such funny little guys. And they just like hanging out, living their best little cow life. Another group of horses coming down from quarantine. They're all healthy and ready to be in the adoption program. This is literally the best, one of the best days of the month. And the horses are coming down from quarantine. These guys are energetic today. They're feeling good. Well, that's a good thought. Calm down, guys. Wow. They're thinking now instead of just running. Nicely done.
So we just got done moving all the horses from quarantine down to Gen Pop, so it was a lot.
You ran a lot.
Yeah, we ran a lot, but we got all the Mustangs down here, so our gentlers can start working with them and hopefully knock some knowledge into those horses. But yeah, right now we kind of have everyone down here in Gen Pop. We're probably gonna do later assessments later on once it cools down, we get some water. But yeah, stay tuned for more on Mustangs.